Hey guys, welcome to Junie Live and William's Adventures. I'm William, and we thought we'd just come today with a short video. And there's a subject I wanted to talk about for a little while. Some of our subscribers here at our channel, we're talking about this situation in some of our comments, and I want to kind of just put out this feeler to our audience and to our subscribers, and I hope that you will comment in this subject. Those of you that maybe have experience with this subject we're going to talk about. What I want to talk about is what to do when you're coming to meet your LDR, your long distance relationship. You're coming to the Philippines, you're getting ready to meet the Filipina that you've been talking to for 2 months, 3 months, up to a year or more. And this is the first time you're coming to see her in person. Maybe she works. Let's say that she works, or she has to take time off to spend time with you. You're coming over for your first time to meet her. And what obligations do you have in your first time meeting your LDR? First time meeting your LDR. This is what we want to talk about, and we hope that you'll subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, give us a thumbs up. Those of you that would like to talk to Junie Lai and I in private conversations, you can feel free to join down there in the subscription. Become a member of our channel. You can talk to us through text privately. It's minimal cost, guys. We have some members that have joined, and we've enjoyed talking with them in private. So let's talk about that for a little while. You're coming to the Philippines. You're going to meet your long distance relationship for the first time. What's the situation financially? Maybe you planned a trip to go somewhere. Maybe you've been talking about visiting some of the great beach locations and things like that. What about money? If you're going to stay 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, how much money do you need to bring? What's the situation? I know when I came over the first time to visit my LDR, my long distance relationship, I came in 2019, and I was staying for about 21 days, I think it was. Of course, this was pre-pandemic. I had already paid for my plane ticket back and forth, round trip. I paid for my hotel room for a few days, because then I knew that I was going to be going to a couple islands, and I was going to bring my laptop with me and book my island stays once I got there, because I didn't know yet if my LDR would work out. Of course, remember guys, it's the first time we're meeting, so I wasn't going to book ahead to any vacation places I might be going to with her until I got there. Then I figured on my laptop I could book those stays once I got to my hotel, if it worked out and the chemistry was right with my LDR. Remember guys, I want to say this, that you're not responsible for any monies to give your LDR. You're not responsible for any monies to give your LDR, guys, if you're coming for the first time. When I first came to visit Junie Lai, I paid for her plane ticket. I sent her money on Western Union for her to be able to catch the plane from Mindanao to Cebu, Mactan Airport, which she did. We met at a prearranged hotel, and we discussed what my itinerary was, and to see if it matched her plans. She had a few weeks free. She had took off from whatever her responsibilities were. She had a child that was probably 6 months old, who she left with her family when she came to see me. So she had freed her schedule so she could spend that time. She never asked for any upfront money, other than she needed a bathing suit and some other new things, which I was glad to go to the mall. We went to the mall together after we met, and I purchased some of those things. But I never gave her any money up front. I told her she wouldn't have to pay for anything if she wanted to go on this trip with me. And we were going to go to Patanian Island, which we end up doing. I paid for everything, all the rooms, the food, the resort, anything she needed. She didn't have to spend any money. All she had to do was accompany me along. And so it was really a get acquainted situation. It worked out for us. That was in 2019. I came back a couple times since then to visit her. And long story short, last year, in 2023, we got married. And I'm telling you the short version. But I want to let our subscribers know you're not responsible to give any money to your LDR that you're meeting. If she's telling you, well, I have to take off work and I need you to give me X amount of money because I'm losing time at work, well, that should have been prearranged. That she knew you were coming maybe for months ahead, maybe a year ahead, that she would clear her schedule. You would provide all the monies that were needed to go wherever you guys were going. Of course, everything that was going to be purchased, whether it's, small things like you're paying for everything on the trip. Of course, you as the date are going to pay for those things. But you're not responsible for paying them for any time off, work they had to take, or these kind of things, guys. If that's it, I know some of my our subscribers were saying that some of those things were being asked, and I'm here to set the record straight, saying no, I never did that. I'd like to know in the comments if any of you guys that came and met your LDR, some of you guys that been here a few times and then went back you came on vacation, what did you do financially for your LDR when you met her? Did you give her money if she had to take off work? It's a question, guys. What kind of money did you leave money with her when you left to get back home, or did you compensate her for her time that she spent with you? This is a question, guys. Some of you answer in the comment. You had LDR, you were in that situation. Because some of our new travelers to the Philippines, they want to know these things. I brought about $3,000 with me, and that was in cash that I had transferred. I transferred some of it at a time. Once I got here, I transferred a little bit at a time, and money changed that. But it was more than enough for 3 weeks. More than enough, especially when your round trip ticket was paid for. It was enough for me to do everything I wanted to do at that time in 2019. Of course, I had more money in cards, but that's what I brought in cash, guys. For those of you that were asking in our comments. But remember, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and if you feel like you're getting valuable information on Junie Lai and Williams Adventures, feel free to join us at one of the levels as a member. They're very inexpensive, guys, and we'd love to be able to talk to you if you need to. In person, you would be getting straight through in that situation as a member to Junie Lai or myself. As some of you, the others that have joined, we have talked to and discussed certain things that you don't want to talk about in the general comments. But that's the question, guys. What's your financial obligation to your LDR once you come here? If she's working and she had to take off work, are you going to compensate her for taking off work? It's a question. Are you going to spend? Are you going to do as I did, which was I paid for everything on any trip we went to. Of course, I paid for any accommodations, any food. I didn't meet her family at that time. It was just me and her. And when I was ready to go back, I made sure I gave her a little bit of money. It wasn't a lot. I gave her like about 8,000, I think, pesos to go back home and to have a few dollars for herself until we meet again. But I didn't feel any obligation to pay her for any time off work or anything that she was doing. Let me know what you guys did. Because these are some questions, guys, that some of our subscribers that are coming over to meet their LDRs are asking. If a Filipina is asking you to compensate her for her time with you, I just, that's something I wouldn't do. I want to know what you guys think. I figure that if we've been talking for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, you knew when we were going to meet, the Filipina, you knew that you were going to need with an X amount of time off. And if you're making an itinerary, as one gentleman was telling me that the woman, the Filipino, was saying, well, I need to be compensated for XYZ because I'm taking this time off to spend with you. And to me, that would have been a no, because I didn't feel that that was my responsibility. I felt that if I wanted to give Junie Lee some money when she left, that would be something that I would do up and above all the accommodations of her being gone with me. So let me know what you think, guys, because these are some of the questions that some of our new travelers to the Philippines to meet their LDR want to know. What did you do? Did you compensate your Filipina? If she worked, did you give her money for spending time with you? To me, that's not part of the arrangement. And of course, you should discuss that. And if she is asking you for money, would you consider that a red flag? Let me know in the comments what you think, guys. So this is what I wanted to talk about for a few minutes. If you're coming to meet your LDR in the Philippines, you've been talking for a few months, maybe a year, 3 months, 4 months, whatever the case, and she started asking you saying, hey, I need you to compensate me for the time I spent off work. I need you to compensate for XYZ. Would you think that that was a red flag? Would you say, hey, I'm not responsible. I just met you. I'm not responsible to compensate you for anything because I just met you. We're just getting to know each other. It's sort of like a date. So why would I be compensating you? In my case, I paid for Junie Lee's ticket to get there. I sent her, I think it was about 3,000 pesos. And she was who she said she was. She flew. It all worked out. But I just want to put this out there, guys, so guys can see when they're looking at the video and they're watching it in the comments what you guys did. Because I think that our subscribers need to know that. And I don't want to see anybody get scammed by somebody asking for compensation. I mean, for myself, that's a red flag. I'd like to know what our viewers and subscribers think. So that was the question, guys. I'm not going to be long with this video. But what do you think? When you're coming to the Philippines to meet your LDR, are you responsible for compensating her if she took off work? Are you going to leave her some money when you leave? Did you pay anything over and above paying for everything while she was with you? How do you feel about that? Do you think it's a red flag if a Filipino was coming with a list and saying, I need to be compensated for my time off work, I need to be compensated for whatever my child had to be in a daycare, whatever the situation was? Would you think that that was a red flag? So leave comments, guys. That's all I really want to talk about now. I think it's a good question. I think it's something that a lot of the people that are coming to the Philippines for the first time to meet their long distance relationship, if this is coming up, they should be prepared and know if that's a red flag or is there some kind of a arrangement that you prearranged. For me, I wouldn't do it. That's my opinion. I don't think that I would be compensating a girl that I'm dating. I wouldn't do that in the West, and I wouldn't do that here. All right, guys, it's William. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join in the membership. You'll see that in the subscription if you'd like to talk to us and one-on-one text that comes straight to us. And we'll see you next time. But don't forget to comment. We'll see you later, guys, at Junie Lee and Williams Adventures.